my God, how could they do that? This is outrageous. It's not outrageous, ladies and gentlemen. It is not, because the only reason people feel a need to break the rules is when the rules definitely are not in their favor. That's something that you can bet your last dollar on. People only break the rules when the rules are not in their favor. Nobody who's living in Beverly Hills, they're not compelled to break the rules. You know why? Because everything is working for them. People whose parents are millionaires and billionaires, they are not compelled to break the rules because, again, everything has been set up for them to win. But you take a disenfranchised person and you allow him to walk up on a campus and live in a situation that he's probably never seen before, and he realizes everybody on this campus, part of the reason a lot of these people on this campus is because of the athletes just like me. Yeah. Will people go to the University of Michigan? Yes, they would, because they get a quality education. But you know what? These young people in urban areas, there's no way in hell that they would wear a Duke jersey or go buy a Duke hat had it not been a lot of people that look like them on that basketball court. If you disagree, how many people wearing Duke football gear? Not many. If any, not many. Guess why? Because they don't know a lot of the young brothers that went to Duke that played basketball. These young men are generating millions upon millions of dollars. And then you got Jim Harbaugh saying, maybe he said something that I've been saying for a minimum of 10 years. Why is it that if I'm a college athlete, I can't check my ability to earn at the door and see what happens? And then when I maximize my ability to turn my athletic prowess into finance, I can go check. And if I'm able to maximize my earning potential, go see if I can get drafted. And if I don't get drafted, why can't I come back? What kind of foolishness is it that says, no, you can't come back because you try to improve your life? Listen to that. Oh, no. I understand that you are here to improve your life. Because you attempted to improve your life by going to the NBA, going to the NFL, you're no longer welcome here. What kind of pimps and hoes mentality is that? That's not fair to anybody that walks the face of the earth to tell them, because you've attempted to make a better life for yourself, we no longer want anything to do with you. But simultaneously, this is what's happening. Coach Jackson is at the University of Illinois. And they are a mid-level basketball team. But if Syracuse, Georgetown, UCLA, Louisville, or one of those institutions says, hey, Jackson, come on over here and we'll give you $4 million. He can take that money, go to another institution without a problem. Nobody will say anything to him. He'll be championed for accomplishing the ultimate goal, which is to be in a bigger program or even go pro. Nobody says anything to him. No, it's not a disparaging word said. He celebrated. But the young man, the reason that Coach Jackson has that opportunity, he goes about and attempts to improve his life, and he can't come back. No, you can't come back because you try to make a better life for yourself. Meanwhile, your mom at the house, tending to the house, potentially a single parent, your mom or dad, single parent homes, or even if you got both your parents in your life, they struggling, they busting their ass, and you are thankful and want to improve their lives. And what do you get for it? You get shunned for it. Where else in America can you say, I want to make a better life for me, I want to make a better life for my family, and people go, oh, hell no, you can't do that. No, well, don't come back here if you make it better. Think about this, people. But the NCAA has no problem with this. The NCAA had no problem when EA Sports and 2K Sports were pimping young men and women left and right, up and down, back and forth, and they were getting all the money. The moment that the kids want them to share some of the pie, that's a problem. How is that a problem? Help me understand that. This is just raw dog, raw bone, butt naked crazy, man. This is truly insane. But it seems to be you could walk up to anybody in America today and ask them, should college athletes get paid? Oh no, man, they getting a free education. And then you ask them, okay, tell you what, would you go somewhere where you can get your rent paid, get free food, and travel, but you can get no money? You're gonna be comfortable, but you can't get any money. Would you work at that place? And 99.99999% of the people that walk the face of the earth will go, hell no. I can get my own. Exactly. And this leads me into a topic that later on in the show is awful strange. That again, this is with your man HRap here at the End of the Bench podcast on Built for This Network. I've been saying this for 4 years. That you look at these people throughout the diaspora, and I got my man, number one Chief Rocker Jersey Burns on the show, and my man Joe from Houston. Peace out to both of y'all. Really appreciate y'all joining the show. And I've been saying this for years, this whole situation with the NBA. The NBA showed us today and over the last 24 to 48 hours exactly how they feel about money. But back to what I was saying, man, most people, if anybody would accept this, it wouldn't be many people. Oh no, you can do what you want to do and you can just come on campus and live and eat and we'll feed you, but you can't get no money. Most people ain't accepting that because most people, yes, money is a part of it, but I want to enjoy my life. I want to be able to come and go as I please. I want to be able to maximize my experiences as well. That's why all of us, most of us, I got my man Big Illinois in the building. Thank you, brothers. That's why most of us, when we have a good job, we are still looking for a better opportunity. People like myself, DJ Knox, Busta Bus, Mooka Dean, and the number one Chief Rocker Jersey Burn. That's why we created Built for This Network, because we were tired of just simply getting our asses up, going to work every day. Hey, we could have just said, hey man, Chief Rocker, he owned his own crib. I got my own place. Knox got a family in his own place. Mooka Dean and Buster equally established in the American populace. We could have just settled and said, man, it's cool. Shit. We can just be happy doing what we're doing. I got my man saying, G, thank you for joining the fun set. I really appreciate the tune in, bro. You could have simply said, oh man, this is cool. You know, we live in a good life, but we took a chance and saw opportunity to, no pun intended, build our own network. That's what we got built for this network. It's for the strong, not the weak. And it's not a jab at anybody who goes to work every day, but we saw opportunity that we could improve our personal lives, and we took advantage of it. And before you know it, me, Chief Rocker, Mooka Dean, Buster Bus, and Knox, we'll be on somebody's beach somewhere drinking Mai Tais, relaxing. That's because we have the opportunity, because we bust our ass every day and we are able to pay for this. And now we are putting that hard ass work into our network, into our shows, and we'll be entertaining on a worldwide perspective at some point. But as you see right now, if we took on the game plan of the National Association of College Athletics and the brainwashing of people in general, I got my girl Cena in the building. Much love to Cena. Thank you for joining the fun. I really appreciate the support. If we took on the ideals of the NCAA, we'll still be busting our ass every day for the man, you know. And again, I don't begrudge anyone for not attempting to be an entrepreneur. But what we've done is exactly what these young men who play basketball, play football, who golf, who tennis, and any other college athletics. See, what they do is identify, those women basketball don't make as much as football and men's sports. That don't make a damn difference. See, that's the way, that's called divide and conquer. And people at the top of the world, they are good at that. They've done it whereas you got men and women, upper and lower class, light skin, dark skin in our community, good hair, bad hair in our community, rich, poor. I said rich, poor. Then you got white, black, Latino, Muslim, Asian, so forth and so on. They continue to divide us. But in this instance, there is no divide in the populace. It's the haves and the have-nots, and the haves have the upper hand because they are brainwashing the hell out of the general population, and they keep y'all believing that the way to go is to have somebody work for a fucking book. Nobody's working for books anymore, man. Especially working for books made sense when everybody couldn't go to college, or if it was some type of pristine situation. Believe it or not, once upon a time, being a college athlete was just a thing that you did so you could get an education, and you were frowned upon if you were a professional athlete. Yes, and here in the United States of America, it used to be a shameful, a shameful occupation. What do? I'm a boxer. Not shameful, but you were not looked upon as a hero. I'm a boxer. I'm a baseball player. I'm a football player. I'm a basketball player. It's really just over the last 65, 70 years. And that does, even though 65, 70 years for a younger person or even somebody my age seems like, well, that wasn't that long ago. And that's my point. If you've been maximizing your ability to earn for over 65, 70 years, why the hell why are we following rules that are 65, 70 years old? Do people from my community still have to sit on the back of the bus? Hell no, it was time for that to stop. It was time for that to stop. So why would you tell some young man or some young woman, hey, you should be glad getting what you're going to get? And if you don't believe me, man, I was talking to this white brother maybe about a week ago. And he was a former athlete just like I am. We were just chewing the fat. And even he said his father kept telling him, no, you should just be happy having a job. Listen to that. Don't strive for greater things. Be happy having a job. And so this isn't a cultural stance that I'm taking. This is a haves versus have not. This is what the real fight is. They've bamboozled you guys into believing it's the rich. It's the whites versus the blacks, or this color versus that color, or this who you pray to or who you lay with. It don't have nothing to do with that, because you know what? Those things happen behind closed doors. Those damn things happen behind closed doors. So who you laying with, who you kissing and hugging on, who you praying to, those are your personal choices. Why do I need to know any of that? See, that's another fight that is being had, and you worried about who I'm praying to, and you saying you right. See, everybody want to be the champion of right and wrong. You know what the true champion of right and wrong is? Minding your own business. Minding your own damn business. Because if it's not hurting you, if it's not bringing any harm to you, how does it concern you? And it shouldn't. But in America, we've been brainwashed to believe that it's my job to tell you what you're doing wrong. No, it's not. It's my job to make sure you're not hurting me and anybody around me, and even hurting yourself. But if who you pray with, you're going to end up in hell because you're part of the LGBTQ plus community. That's between you and God, man. But again, this is part of the brainwashing that consistently is handed out to people in my community and your community and any other community that's out there. You know, we got people uber sensitive. We got all this. But meanwhile, while we fighting over all these nonsensical rules, all these nonsensical ideals, the rich people are sitting back laughing at our ass saying, yeah, they did. But it still work. I honestly believe the majority of rich people are sitting back laughing at the working class. I am not kidding. I am not joking. I'm not doing any of that, man. I'm dead ass serious. They have to, because we continue to fall for it. Oh man, he this color, he that color. He don't pray to my God. My God is better than his God. If you don't believe him, man, shut the hell up. Shut up, man. Now, but one thing we all can come to a conclusion is, hey, We all want to be happy. We all want the best for us and our families.